Hey, what's going on, everybody? I've got a massive stack here that I told you about in the last video. Here it is. This is everything I've gotten over the last couple of months here or so I'm going to jump right into this bad boy. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are doing well. I'm just going to go through these titles pretty quick here and just talk about a couple of them, and this is in no particular order in which I picked them up, so just going to go right down the list here. So first one is Mud on Blu-ray. Actually, these are all Blu-rays except for my last one that I'll show, but Mud, awesome movie. McConaughey has been on an awesome streak of films. I need to see Dallas Buyers Club still, but if you've not seen Mud, this needs to be seen immediately, as well as Killer Joe. Matthew McConaughey's been killing it lately. Next one I grabbed, got this one on sale, 21 Jump Street. It was actually a little bit cheaper on Black Friday, but I got it for $1 more a couple weeks prior to that, so no big deal. 21 Jump Street's hilarious. 22 Jump Street I hope is going to be just as good. Next one, this is just an upgrade for me. This was $5 at Best Buy a while back, and it's The Lost Boys. Got it on DVD, just wanted to upgrade, and the transfer is really good on this, so I was very happy with that. Next one I grabbed is The Innkeepers, and I'm going to talk about this one for just a second here. This is one of the creepiest and most badass ghost stories to come out in a very long time. That being for a more independent film. The Conjuring was awesome as well, but this is way more atmospheric than The Conjuring. The Conjuring throws a lot at you. This movie really builds up the tension, so when the scares come in, they really deliver a lot harder because you have to wait until you get them. But this is a movie directed and written by Ty West, who also did House of the Devil, which is another film that I absolutely love. But if you've not seen The Innkeepers, I highly recommend checking out, especially for people that don't check out a lot of underground independent releases. If you've seen The Conjuring and enjoyed The Conjuring, this would be right up your alley. So check out The Innkeepers. Next one I grabbed here is another upgrade. That's Trick or Treat. This is a horror anthology story. This is probably my favorite horror movie in recent years. If not, it's in the top 5 without a doubt. Fantastic film. This movie took a long time to come out, but this is an upgrade for me. Definitely check this movie out if you have not seen it yet. Also, Trick or Treat, second to Halloween, is the go-to movie for Halloween for me. It is fantastic. Next two movies here, I got the movie money cash to see Carrie with, so these basically came out to being free. First one here, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I had not watched this yet, actually, and I remember seeing this a long time ago, and I bought it to catch up with it again and revisit it, so I'll get to this one soon, but looking forward to revisiting that movie. Next one I grabbed, the original Last House on the Left, and this is a Wes Craven film. Pretty cool movie. I actually think the remake is not as good, but I thought they did a pretty good job with the remake, but this movie just captures the time so well. This is one of those movies where as soon as you pop it in, you can tell the era that it's from, and does a really good job with that, and pretty cool movie. Definitely enjoyed it. Next one I grabbed here was another upgrade, Terminator 2, and upgraded this one because I had a 2-pack of T2 and Total Recall. I upgraded Total Recall to the Mind-Bending Edition when that came out, and I wanted to get this on Blu-ray to check this out. So, upgraded Terminator 2. Next one I grabbed is Beer Fest, and this was $5 at Best Buy, I think about a month or two ago. So, I love these guys' movies. They're hilarious. Super Troopers is by far one of my favorite comedies of all time. So, I'm looking forward to the sequel of Super Troopers, but Beer Fest is a very enjoyable comedy. Next one, got this one this week, obviously, and that's Kick-Ass 2. And I thoroughly enjoyed Kick-Ass 2. It pretty much gives you everything that the first one gave you, but just a little bit less of it, I guess, if you want to put it like that. But very enjoyable sequel. I have a full review for it up on, I believe, this page, or might have been my other page. But if you want to check that out, go for it. But Kick-Ass 2, awesome movie. Next one here, this is actually a birthday present for my girlfriend at my birthday about a week and a half ago. And Jimi Hendrix is one of my favorite musicians of all time. He's my favorite guitarist. And he's a huge inspiration to me on my music and why I even started playing guitar. So this is pretty neat here. I haven't watched this yet. We're going to sit down and watch this together. But it has a lot of live footage and stuff like that. And as well as a little bit of documentary and stuff. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Next one I grabbed is American Graffiti. And believe it or not, I don't think I've seen this. I know I've seen scenes from it. Maybe once I watch it, I'll start remembering a little bit more from it. But I honestly don't remember much about this if I've seen it. So I picked this up because I wanted to definitely see it if it's going to be my first time. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this for sure. Next, I got Hatchet 3, and I chose not to get this when it first came out. To be honest, I was a little disappointed with it compared to the first two Hatchets, but I'm looking forward to checking it out again. I think with another watch, it'll be a little bit more enjoyable. I think I just had way too high of expectations for it, but rightfully so, because the first two were phenomenal slasher films. But got it for a really good deal on sale, so I picked it up while it was cheap. Next two here are some steelbooks. My last update, I had Fast 5 that I picked up on Black Friday. I thoroughly enjoyed it, really enjoyed it actually. So I grabbed Fast and Furious 6, and I liked this one just as much as the fifth one. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to roll with this with the seventh one and everything. They're going back and forth with a couple ideas that they want to do and try to keep some footage of Paul Walker, and I even heard that they're trying to get his brother involved in it. So we'll see where they go with it, but I'll tell you what, Fast 5 and Fast and Furious 6 completely revitalized this franchise. For me, for sure. I actually want to go back and revisit the other four just because the stories, they kind of play into each other. But if you lost track of these, I would recommend checking out Fast 5 and Fast and Furious 6. You don't really need to know everything in the past to do it. They're kind of their own stories because it's new characters being introduced and everything. But awesome movies. Next one, Steelbook for Man of Steel. This was the Walmart exclusive, and I really enjoyed Man of Steel. I thought Man of Steel was awesome. So people that don't like it and are butthurt about how they treated everything with Superman, totally your opinion. I'm glad they did something different with it. I'm so sick of everybody complaining about people rebooting and remaking things and not giving it a different spin and putting their own taste on it. And that's exactly what they did with Man of Steel. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Maybe a little crazy on the action at the end, but that's what you get when you have Superman and Zod fighting. What do you want? And the next one I grabbed, and this is the one I wish I would have waited for Black Friday, and that's Pacific Rim with a sweet little lenticular cover there. And I had no idea they were going to put this movie on sale. The reason I held off on The Conjuring is because I'm not a big fan of the cover, to be honest. I really like the DVD cover with the house and the tree out there showing the shadow of the noose. I like that cover a lot, and so I wasn't too thrilled about the cover they had, so I waited for it to go on sale, and luckily it happened on Black Friday. But I wish I would have held off on this one to get it cheaper, but it doesn't really matter. It's worth the price I got it for. Awesome movie, and if you haven't seen it, watch it. Giant monsters, giant robots. Sweet movie. Next one I grabbed is Stoker, and I really enjoyed this one as well. This is pretty far out there, very slow burn kind of movie, but it definitely keeps you interested in it. It's pretty out there. Next three here come from Scream Factory, and I'm going to be getting a lot of these because these movies are awesome, and these releases that they're doing are just fantastic. By far the best horror film company that's releasing movies out, in my opinion. Right now, got The Fog in this awesome movie, The Fog, John Carpenter. Got Terror Train, Jamie Lee Curtis, and this was cool. I saw this when I was a kid. This was actually one of my grandma's favorite movies, and I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so it's pretty cool to see this again. I haven't watched it since I watched it probably with my grandma when I was a kid, so really cool to revisit that one. Next one I got, Halloween 3. Don't care what anybody says about this movie. Halloween 3 is sweet, and Tom Atkins is the man. Next one I grabbed is Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I haven't gotten a chance to watch this yet. I initially picked this up so I could revisit it before going to see John Williams in concert, and never got a chance to do that. So regardless, though, phenomenal movie, and very much looking forward to checking this out on Blu-ray. Next is Star Trek Into Darkness, and thoroughly enjoyed this as well as J.J. Abrams' first edition of Star Trek. And I went with the Target exclusive for this because this cover appealed to me the most. I really like how they had this cover. So Star Trek Into Darkness, a lot of fun. Next one is I Spit on Your Grave 2, and it was okay. I had really high expectations because I feel that the remake of I Spit on Your Grave was better than the original. So I was very much looking forward to this one, and it was just okay to me. I would probably watch it again, but it's nothing that I'm too ecstatic about. But if you like the first one, it's worth giving a check, but I wouldn't spend the money on it. Next one I grabbed is VHS 2, and I thoroughly enjoyed VHS 2. VHS 1 was okay, but I thought this was better on every level, and by far has the best sequence in here. And this is another horror anthology. Awesome movie. If you did not like VHS 1 and you've been avoiding this movie, you need to see this because it is far superior to the first one. Last one I grabbed, and this is a horror movie that I've heard about for a long time, and every now and then I like to check out people's top 100 horror film list, top 10, most underrated, all that, just to kind of see if there's anything I haven't seen or something I'm interested in checking out. And this is a movie I've heard about for a while. It popped up on a lot of lists, so I grabbed it. Couldn't find a Blu-ray for it, but that is The Sentinel. And so I grabbed this on DVD, and I really enjoyed this movie. It's very interesting, has some very different kind of things in here, but it's a very interesting premise. And you got a very young Jeff Goldblum in here, a very young Christopher Walken. Pretty cool movie though. Burgess Meredith is in this movie as well. But this was a cool movie. If you've not seen The Sentinel and you are a die-hard horror fan, I would highly recommend checking this out. It was a pretty interesting, very original, different kind of a concept for a film. Alright guys, well that's all the pickups that I've gotten in the last couple of months here since I've been absent from my channel. There is that stack again, beautiful stack of movies, and very happy to add these to my collection. If you've seen any of the movies, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you thought about any one of them. And I'm going to put up another video soon here just talking about some changes to the channel and just a little bit of an update on what's going on with me. And I'm going to be doing a big Amazon order probably right after Christmas, so I'll have another video up with some pickups then. So thank you guys for watching. Peace out.